have other guests.
Oh my.
Visitors here.
Oh, yes.
I cannot
This
see
way.
anything.
And this one cannot open the door because the key has been changed.
Well, let me find it.
Here, this way, this way.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, well.
Oh, Sark's here as well. Why are there so many doors, Xander?
The arrival of...
Sark will be jealous of the cat.
Do you hear this, Vi? This
do not
abuse that I'm subject to.
I do not think it is too late to escape answered.
Yes. Do you have somewhere we can hide?
I do not think there is any abuse, Xander. It's simply you using so many unnecessary doors in one spot.
What you think is necessary, I deem. What the heck? Oh my.
I see we are engaged in similar tasks.
I see, indeed.
This will truly be the most opulent palace in all the lands.
I do have
Yes.
to ask, who's going to be jealous of whose cat at this point?
Cassia was making a joke because of the large collection of cats that Sark has.
Yes, well, I'm not the only one with a large collection of cats, and as you'll see right behind me, I might be able to add another one.
Oh, is this the other guy?
Lady Island collection.
What is this?
Wait, what is that up there?
Talking about it like it's
What is
yours,
that?
and you haven't paid for it yet. It was me who found it.
Yes, but
Beautiful beast.
I'm certain
Cassia saw similar ones.
Where's
be
that?
able to
Yes.
I've never seen anything like
be able
that.
to vouch for my being good for the
Good
money.
to travel.
You must be Lady Io.
I hope that you find a nice place
Yes,
for it.
I see my reputation precedes me.
Kinrin, a pleasure.
Yes.
It's good to meet you.
Let me know if that. There's other
Yes,
visitors.
this is the one that apparently everyone
Oh, yes.
thinks that I sent everyone after him to kill him, and it didn't happen, and
You are. But I can fix that, I think.
Huh.
he thought what he figured out.
Sark, stop talking. Hi, Io. It seems we have a very similar taste in fashion.
Is that
Does
so?
he like it?
I suppose you are not wrong.
And Sark was being a rather good friend to you. And mentioned this beast would catch your eye.
Did he know? Yes, I've...
He has already promised to pay for it so that it could be turned over to you.
Would want you to get swept up and taken back to the Southlands. Now would I?
Oh, I'm fine.
Has he? That's very kind.
He is a very kind individual and clearly a very good friend to
Perhaps
you.
could persuade him.
Indeed, he is. He is a very good friend. I haven't been in these parts long, but Sark has remained quite constant.
Well, good. He's only given me that impression as well. Seems a rather upstanding gentleman.
Indeed, he is.
So, think you could find a home for... Well, it's named Nibbles, but I'm sure you could rehome it and give it a different name if you want.
Oh, it will certainly receive a different name. Absolutely.
Thus far, I might note he only seems, adept at pouncing upon little rabbits. He seems a little timid around deer.
Huh. Well, I'm sure that given enough time in training, that can change. What species is he? I haven't seen anything of the kind.
No idea. Big, dark, tall, handsome cat with glowing eyes. He's quite pretty.
He is very pretty.
This is not a true feline.
Seems
he's
Cassie is
something else.
enamored.
Yes, I did notice that he seemed a little more wolf-like in the face, but
You're not
what do I
wrong.
know? I study plants.
It's okay. I just knocked over a
Surely
stack of
creature
caps. I need to
Jabal
take.
Sag. No?
I mean, that would make sense. The Beast Lord works in beautiful ways. One such creature as this.
We keep on finding creatures that belong with you, Cassia.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
person.
no. If
Yes,
this is
that is
a
a
gift
person.
for I, this beautiful creature should stay here.
Oh yes, I'll certainly take my best care of it. I wouldn't want to do...
And yes, hello, I am Cassia.
Kinrin, a pleasure.
And while we're on that topic, let me get this elephant outside where it belongs. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Yes, he's quite the cumbersome creature. Oh,
I see you've
excuse me.
adorned him as well.
Cassia, can you move out of my way? I can't seem to get past
This
you.
is
Thank you.
Oh, make way for the beast. I'm sure it'll come stamping through here.
Here it
anytime.
comes. Here.
I think a lot of the pets are getting a little bit of a fright now.
Yes, I was having much issues over on the Southern Isles where I just was. Something in the air tonight.
You know. I don't know, overpopulation by little rabbits running all over the place nibbling on things.
Perhaps. Oh yeah, his Well, I do appreciate the gift, Sark. It's very thoughtful.
I
Speaking
simply
of
saw
his,
something beautiful and felt I should find it an appropriate home.
oh,
Well, obviously with the permission of its owner.
well, with the most caring and generous gift, there is a question. Would you like to take Nibbles now, or, well, I'd promise to train him up a little bit.
If that's something that you wish to do, then I would appreciate it. I'm still learning how to train my own.
All right. Well, once he's, let's call it, 10 seasoned, I'll, bring him back by.
Excellent.
That is what Zark paid for, after all.
Oh, thank you,
Who
Sark.
might you
Paying
be?
for.
If you don't
This
mind me
is-
asking your name.
This is Kinrin. You know, the one that was confused about quite a few things.
Call me confused one more time, and I am going to throw something at you, I promise.
A lot of people were confused about a lot of things, but he was under the impression that you wanted to take his head over something, and while I do think you had some sort of revelation last night, you didn't reveal it to me. Is there something you want to inform me of, Xander?
I just asked a few questions to specific people about you, about Kinrin, and I think it might have been misinterpreted, perhaps.
Would
That's it.
these certain people happen to be addicted to grog and, well, very bouncy things?
No.
Grog.
You take some seawater and pour it into beer to effectively have, well, somewhat drinkable water. It's a sanitation thing that turned into a taste thing.
Okay, that's disgusting. What were you saying, Xander? Sorry.
It was a misunderstanding. I think that perhaps things that I said were misinterpreted and they came back to you, and you know how it is. What is it that Granny said? Itan whispers?
Kitai whispers, yes.
Itai whispers, that's right. I just had some
I've been
questions.
assured by our mutual friend that everything's on the up and up.
Yes, they told me what I needed to hear. So everything's okay. Nothing to worry about.
Well, fantastic, because I must say, I don't like a bunch of Well, I don't mind a bunch of burly men showing up at my tower, but not when they want to behead me.
I think they were after you over something different.
They were.
But you're merely a alchemist, right?
All right, you are.
The best in the land.
Usually when people say that, they say it as if there's massive air quotes.
Title?
I was about to say, you know, he's an alchemist. He's a mere alchemist, but he is no mere alchemist. You know, it sounded better in my head. I was just trying to prop you up.
Either way, it sounds interesting. It's not something that I know anything about.
Perhaps that's something that you could learn then.
Perhaps. I know Cassia was mentioning about it. I am excited to grow a beautiful garden in the place that we've selected.
Well, you have a wonderful reference in Sark over there, a bit of a botanist himself.
Indeed. And Cassia seems knowledgeable as well, so I'm surrounded by good friends.
Yes,
Since
Cassia
I always
offered
liked
to
it.
teach Io the ways of Druidic herbalism.
Nah. I've been studying the old ways,
Could say something like that, yes.
She's not that
Still
short!
testing these concoctions out, and always like to hand out a sample of the work, so here.
Oh, a sample.
It's just that everybody turns their characters massive, trying to be special.
What's the saying? The first one's always free.
Everybody gets one.
What is it? Sorry?
No. Thank you.
And what does this do? Should I drink it?
I'm very curious. Eel?
First of all, once you drink it, you might get a bit of a choking sensation. That's to be expected.
It is?
Yes.
So it's
The second part is why. Once you've drank the thing, hop into the water. Imagine yourself a fish as the water glides off your skin a little easier, and you breathe it just as easy as air.
I see.
You can even talk beneath the waves. It's not quite talking, but to your senses it will seem the same.
That sounds very useful.
Indeed.
It is.
What brought you down that line of investigation to concoct such a thing?
Passing curiosity. Besides, when you're an islander like myself, you look for every excuse to be in the water.
I'm wearing the same boots as he is.
It will be put to use. I promise this.
If you need more, now you know where to get them.
Indeed. Do
Yes.
something like that, then what else are you capable of?
Well, that depends. I can do all sorts of things, and
I will think on what I need. Perhaps send you a bird with a request.
Well enough.
What brings you here?
The gentleman to my right.
Ah, I see. Catching up with Sark.
Well, it was more of a chance meeting that turned into, well,
There's
a
no way.
business deal that turned into a tour of some place where apparently, well, you know what, never mind. It just turned into a tour.
What's 160 centimeters?
Yes, I had no idea this was the Palace of Xander and Friends.
Yes, we are currently renovating, moving to a different.
Okay, she's 5'2".
more suitable to our
She's
needs.
not that small. Okay.
Best of luck.
That's short for that.
This was my home since I arrived.
You sound almost like you're going to miss it.
I am. A lot of memories in a short time. However, I
Did you
believe
get
it's
that mosquito, Cassia?
Yes, it was being quite bothersome.
Sorry, is that what you were saying?
Oh, I was just saying it. Very excited.
No,
about the
Harris.
new place.
I'm not going to just randomly grow.
Once it is ready, I look forward to hosting people there.
I thought...
I've certainly received a couple of your missives about combat and the like. Not really my foray, not much of a fighter. Goodness, I don't even like climbing, and everybody seems addicted to that lately.
I try and minimize it. Hell, I even try to minimize jogging, but there's so many people in such a rush.
And do things that they need to do, not enough time to do it. Reach a sense of urgency. They push themselves too far. I can understand this. However, I too detest climbing, especially as of late. I've not been feeling like myself.
A little shorter of breath than usual.
Yes. Should recover soon.
If only it was so quick for everyone.
Well, I do fancy myself a Niatros, so if you need any remedies, do let me know.
Unfortunately, this is one that's a little bit more long-term. I have felt a little bit better lately, but it's a working process.
Well, don't want to overstate my welcome. Let me take, have you already thought of a better name for him?
Shade.
IO?
Shade. What do you mean, of course? What's
No,
that?
it's just nothing. No, it's not bad. It's just predictable, is all.
How is it predictable?
Nothing. It's fine. Predictable's not bad. It's good. I like it. Shade.
Would you prefer something with more syllables, Xander?
No, Shade's perfect. I like short and sweet names.
How about this? Want something a little more, I don't know, eclectic?
Do you have suggestions?
How about Skia? Shadow in my native tongue.
Skia?
Indeed. Just a thought. Not going to lie, I like Shade, ignore them.
Very well. I'm content with either.
Oh, shade it is.
His shaders. Oh, that's
Besides,
right.
Either way, from Sark comes shade.
Xander, if you think this is a jab at your outburst earlier, it is not.
Oh, I don't. It's fine. I'm just...
Very well,
Just-
so long as it is not, bringing anything up.
No. Of course not.
Yes, I think that we will get along just well. I'll be happy and excited to see him when he returns trained up.
Yes, let me go let him pounce upon some more bunnies.
He has built up a little bit of confidence.
Right.
That actually sounds rather familiar, to be honest, but... Oh, that's a tale for another day.
Well, come on, Shade, pouncer of all things that hop along the sands.
I look forward to seeing his display.
Likewise. Well, he'll return. Not over long.
Very well. We'll look forward to it. Thank you. And thank you, Sark.
Yes.
Pleasure meeting all of you.
Nice to meet you. Please, step by more often.
I'll try and make a point of it.
I'm very interested to hear what else he can make.
I'm certain he can make many things.
Alchemy is not something that I've really delved into.
Not so much me either. I'm more focused on simply making sure that the plants survive. What they're used for is a little bit less of my concern.
Oh. Yes. Forgot to give you this. This was from Cassia. Also, where did our friend go?
Oh, she had to go to sleep. Oh, excellent.
I have armor for her, but I will keep it until we see her next.
I see. Another new addition to the household.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
We'll have to see how capable she is.
Speaking of, did anything ever come of that random fellow you met in the middle of nowhere and just told him to go and kill a great creature and bring you its heart?
I've never seen him since.
I've not seen him
That was
since
Wanted's
either.
character.
I fear he may be dead.
Of course. Well, you can only be so trusting of people and their abilities.
Yes.
Oh, look.
Gazed upon him.
Someone has just brought in something that I brought back for you, Xander. Look at it.
He brought these. Where we got the
I brought 3 of them because you were so...
3 of them?
Yes, I found 3 of them in a pirate camp. You just seemed so enamored by the one at the pirates.
Yes, and the pirates found an even bigger one.
Oh, was theirs larger?
So
Yes,
you're jealous
you
of
could
the
fit
pirate's
inside
horn
this.
at this point.
I'm not jealous of the pirate's horn. I was just musing that she could fit inside it.
It is
Okay,
okay to
I
have
am
an
not that
average-sized
short.
horn, Xander. It's nothing to be ashamed about.
Listen, I'm not ashamed of my horn. Look up there. Look up there. My horn is tiny. It's green and tiny. Look at it.
Oh, yes, up there.
It's a
Actually,
modest
true.
horn.
Yes, you had a very modest horn, but it is nice.
I'm
Speaking
comfortable
of
with my
looking
horn
up
size.
there, have you seen this?
Oh, to Wanted's character?
Bull's horn.
Yeah, but It's kind of
yes,
stuff he
I know.
loves, I think.
So you actually looked up for once.
It's hilarious, though.
I always look up. I pray to this every day. The image of my God.
What is all this that people keep leaving at our house? There's also some disgusting slick up there in the tavern. I don't know if anyone
Yes.
noticed that.
No, I did. This slick,
And I'm not
I've seen it
sure
before.
if it's the result of some sort of ritual or some sort of injury.
It is. It's the ritual. It's something left behind by sorcery.
That's disconcerting.
This was here. This was left here while Korgoth was attacking, I believe. I think someone in the crowd was aiding him, and that was them that cast the storm. They did it from here. But I have no idea who it could have been. I didn't even have a full list of names of who was there that day. People just kept arriving, so I don't have any suspects right now.
I think Granny might have spotted something. She did mention something. I'm not too keen on the details myself. But she did mention something about noticing someone else from Castle Savage.
Yes, I think you're right. Perhaps I should speak to her again about it. See what exactly she remembers. Although it could be a fruitless endeavor, perhaps it was Max, and well, that problem is already dealt with.
Yes. And actually, speaking of Castle Savage, I did happen to chance across Tempestua.
Really?
Yes.
Sorry, yes, what?
She was actually quite pleasant.
Her and
What?
Xander sort of got into it last night.
Not exactly
Right.
got into it. But go ahead.
Well, as I said, we simply crossed paths on my way up here. She complimented me on my robes. I told her exactly why. Well, it's not exactly... nothing else was working. I just rolled out of bed. This is really nothing. But anyway, well, I told her I was the one more or less whispering in Korgoth's ear right up until that final moment. And she simply accepted that fact.
When you met her, were her eyes burning with a red-hot fury?
At least it's not flailing and glitching like it
She
was before.
just walking up towards the caravan, saying she had to head back home.
I see. Yes, well,
So you don't think that you're going to be hunted by some of these people? I know
oh
it's...
no, I do. I believe I am.
What about Sark?
By Tempestua, well, if the invitation as a welcome guest is any indication, no, I don't think so. But then again, it could simply be her wanting an excuse.
hard to say.
Wow.
I don't really know much about this Tempestua, although I would like to.
The easiest way
She's
to...
rather bored of me, but I am not bored of her.
Well, I was going to say the easiest way to capture prey is to allow it to wander within arm's reach. So...
Well, I am quite the slippery individual when I actually have to be. But that's part of just letting everyone else do the work for me, or minimizing my involvement in any conflicts. I allow people to underestimate me, and, well, it seems to work.
Although, right now, it seems like you've involved yourself in the undertow of it, and now people have taken notice. And that's the problem, isn't it?
Well, I'll just say that I think that I'm clawing my way back into the good graces of certain individuals, slowly but surely. They realized they were operating with incomplete information, and I've offered to share a little bit more.
Yet they will still go after Xander for doing exactly what they all proclaimed had to be done only days before it happened.
Yes, well, people who don't get things done the way that they want them to often get upset with it. I have gotten over the petty idea of trying to fix anything through anything other than action. Even if it is a slower action than most are used to.
We need ice in the north, I think. Ice and maroon.
Well, maroon is going to be one that I'm not going to be able to help too much with. I'm still not precisely welcome there, but I'm also not in any hurry to get back in the good graces of... You know, it's actually rather ironic. But never mind.
Perhaps if you do venture north, you could take someone with you.
Yes, I'm not going to be so foolish as to travel up there alone when I have the majority of my detractors still up there, but I have made arrangements that, well, will come through shortly, I hope. Unless they die in a ditch somewhere, but that's... well... Anyway. But I didn't intend to interrupt anything if I,
Oh no, you did not.
And... Alright, well... I do need to head home and collect some more pocket change, just in case I do come across Kinrin again. I also have a few things that I, well, want to give to you that I didn't quite pick up, and that was my fault, but I was just so frustrated with not being able to find anything to wear this morning that must have slipped my mind.
I'm sorry, it sounds like you have not had the easiest of days.
It's such an inconvenience not having the right wardrobe.
Yes, it's an inconvenience. It's not something that I really need to complain about, just something that I like to.
Well, I believe we will be making our way to the Grove. It's time that Brutus went home.
I see.
But we will be back here after.
Are you taking that frog thing with you as well?
Yes, please, let's take that frog
yes,
thing.
The tune, of course. Yes, of course. He's going to the grove.
I cannot
Whether you
stand.
like it or not,
I
Cassie.
cannot stand the noises it makes.
I hate
This
the
one
noises
thinks
it
the
makes.
Thune will find a place that will make it very happy.
Perfect. Good. I'm glad.
Well-
I'm so happy for it.
Where did it
At
come
this
from?
point, I suppose I should allow you to make your trip to the grove so it can find its peace much faster.
Yes. Well, we will be back here. And if not, you know how to get to the grove quickly, do you?
Not particularly. That's... animals are not necessarily my thing, but... Are there any unique specimens of flora around there that might pique my interest?
Cassie would know.
Sark has the place nearby, right? The one we went to.
I do have my
Your
shack
little
up there.
shack outpost, yes.
Yes. Oh, are you speaking of
Well,
your
that's interesting with the
grove? I thought you
sleeves.
Yes,
meant-
Dawn Grove.
Kind of like that.
I was under the impression it was a much more distant place. You know, the realm of Jebel Sog. I've often heard it referred to as the Grove. And
There are
this is why
multiple
I need...
groves.
Yes, but this is also why I need to seek clarification.